students, today in this video we will cover an important concept of English, that is gap filling. And the concept that today we will be covering under gap filling is of conjunctions. So today we will be filling the gaps using conjunctions. That is what basically I'm trying to say. Now gap filling, I cannot consider it to be a part as a topic of its own, because gap filling is just a concept that we are making use of by using other topics. So in order to be aware about gap filling, in order to perform the exercises and to attempt the questions regarding gap filling, it is very important for us to have an overview of the rest of the topics, for example about articles, about tenses, adjectives, adverbs, and if these topics are known to you, if the rules, the principles and the tips about these topics are I can say that you're fully aware about all these, then it is very easy for you to understand the topic of gap filling. But if you have little bit doubt about these topics, then you can go and visit the videos where I have covered these topics in details, so that you can know about the remaining topics and then come back to gap filling. So gap filling is basically that you have to fill in the blanks or fill in the gaps, and today's topic is conjunction. So you, in the sentence, wherever the gap is given, you have to fill those gaps using conjunctions. So first let us discuss about conjunctions. Here we will be just discussing a brief about conjunctions, and if you want to understand this topic in details, then you can go and visit the videos where I have explained this topic in detail. So conjunctions are basically those words which are used for connecting our ideas, our thoughts. They are also used for connecting a noun with another noun or a pronoun with another pronoun. Conjunctions can also be used for connecting phrases. They can be used for connecting other part of speech. So basically conjunctions are connectors, I can say, and there are different type of conjunctions which are used for different purposes, and that is what we are going to understand in this video while covering the topic of gap filling. So conjunctions, if we talk about conjunctions, so I can define conjunctions as connectors as well, because basically they are used for connecting our thoughts, they are used for connecting our actions, ideas, nouns, etc. And some important conjunctions, or I can say some example of conjunction, are and, but, whereas, while, till, if, unless. These are some of the examples of conjunctions. Now let us understand the conjunctions through example, or I can say I can explain gap filling through example. So the first example is, my mother bought some fruits dash vegetables. My mother bought some fruits dash vegetables. Now I have to complete the gap over here by making use of conjunctions. So I will say my mother bought some fruits but vegetables does not make correct sense. My mother bought some fruits or vegetables, again makes no sense. My mother bought some fruits and vegetables, definitely that will be right, because I'm talking about fruits and vegetables, and those are the things that my mother bought. So I will be making use of and in order to connect fruits along with vegetables. So both are nouns, they are used to connect two nouns. So this was the first example. Another example can be, the teacher scolded me dash I was late. The teacher scolded me dash I was late. The teacher scolded me and I was late, no sense. But I was late, but is used for some reason, but it is used for comparison, but again there is no comparison over here. The teacher scolded me because I was late, because is used for the reason. Why did this teacher scold you? Because I was late. So here I can make use of because, and this is how you are going to fill the gaps using conjunctions. That was just the example. Now next we are going to understand different type of conjunctions and how those different type of conjunctions can be used for connecting the words, and they are used in gap filling. So let's take a look. So now we will be discussing the first type of conjunction, and that conjunction is coordinating conjunction. So here the first type of conjunction is coordinating conjunction. And coordinating conjunctions are those type of conjunctions which are used for joining the clauses or the words which have equal importance. All the conjunctions we know are used for joining the words or the clauses, but then the type of conjunctions depends upon what type of words you're connecting. So coordinating conjunctions, these are those type of conjunctions which are used to join words or clauses having equal importance. So all those words or clauses that have equal importance, they are defined as coordinating conjunctions. And some examples of coordinating conjunctions can be and, for, since, as well as, neither, either, until. So these are some of the examples. I'm not explaining you the entire examples, but some of the examples are these. Now let us use these coordinating conjunctions in order to fill the gaps. So the first example over here can be Sonia dash her friends are invited to the party. So when I say Sonia dash her friends are invited to the party, here if I say Sonia and her friends are invited to the party, right? But there are some gaps in which you can make use of more than one conjunction. So let us understand this, that when I say Sonia dash her friends are invited to the party, I make use of an, but I can also make use of as well as. So both mean the same. You can make use of either and or as well as for combining, or I can say for filling the gap, and over here I can say for combining two words in a sentence. So that is the first example. Second example can be I was late dash it was raining heavily. I was late dash it was raining heavily. Here again, here we have said that we were late. Why we were late? Because it was raining heavily. Or I can also make use of since. Since it was raining heavily, both mean the same. So here I'm trying to explain you that there are some cases where the gaps can be filled using more than one word, and this is the example of coordinating conjunction, which is the first type of conjunction. Now let us understand some other type of conjunctions that can be used for filling the gaps. So the next type of conjunction that we will be using for filling the gap is subordinating conjunction. So the second type of conjunction over here is subordinating conjunction, and subordinating conjunctions are those conjunctions which are used to represent time and place. So subordinating conjunctions, they are those conjunctions which are used to represent time or place, and some examples of subordinating conjunctions can be when, once, where, whenever, after, before, wherever. So these are some of the examples of subordinating conjunctions, and now we are going to understand how we can fill in the gaps using subordinating conjunction. So the first example over here can be I will meet you dash my exam is over. When I say I will meet you dash my exam is over, naturally it is used to represent that once the exam is over, I will be meeting you. So after my exam is over, I will meet. So I will meet you after my exam. This is how you can form the correct sentence using conjunctions and filling the gap by conjunction. Now we can understand this through second example. The second example can be you can call me dash you want. Now you can call me dash you want whenever we are calling someone and the person says call me at this time, call me at that time. It is always used to represent the time right? And for time, we can over here see that there is when or whenever. So you can call me when you want, that is not the correct sentence, but if I say you can call me whenever you want, that makes my sentence correct by using a correct conjunction for filling the gap. So this is how you can fill the gap using subordinating conjunctions, and there are some examples that I have explained to you. Now we are going to understand another type of conjunctions that can be used for filling the gap. So now we will be covering another type of conjunction, that is correlative conjunction. Now as the name suggests, correlative means having relation with one another. So these conjunctions are used in pair, and some of the example of these type of conjunctions are either or, neither nor, not only but also. So these are some of the examples of correlative conjunctions which are always used in pair, and it is not like I will use neither and instead I will just leave nor as it is. If I am using neither in any sentence, then it is necessary that I always use nor with it. Similarly, if I use not only, then along with that I will definitely use but also, right? So now let us understand this through example. First is dash my mother dash her friends will be coming to watch my performance. Dash my mother dash her friends will be coming to watch my performance. Here I can make use of either my mother or her friends will be coming. That will be the correct use. So make sure that you notice one thing, that whenever there are two gaps and you know that the gap has to be filled with conjunction, so then definitely there are chances that we make use of correlative conjunctions over here, and this is one of the example of correlative conjunction. So now we will be understanding yet another type of conjunction that can be used for filling the gaps. So let's have a glance at that as well. So now let us understand the concept of gap filling using another type of conjunction, that is adversative conjunction. So next conjunction that we will be talking about is adversative conjunction, and these type of conjunctions are used for making some kind of contrast or comparison. So they are used for comparison purposes, and some of the examples of these type of conjunctions are yet, still, nevertheless, then I can say whereas, while. These are some of the examples of adversative conjunctions. Now let us implement these in our gap filling. So the first example can be I tried hard dash I failed. I tried hard dash I failed. I can make use of yet over here, that even if I tried hard, still I was not able to make through it. I failed. So I tried hard, yet I failed. Another example can be my brother likes coffee dash I prefer tea. My brother likes coffee dash I prefer tea. Again we are making a comparison over here, that one person's like coffee and the other person likes tea. So there is a comparison, there is a clash between two, and whenever there is a comparison between something, then for connecting those two words or connecting those two phrases, we make use of adversative conjunction. And out of all these conjunctions, I will say whereas I prefer tea. So this is how you can fill the gaps using conjunctions. But for filling the gap using conjunctions, first and foremost thing is that you should be aware about the topic of conjunctions, about different type of conjunctions and their applications, that where different type of conjunctions can be used. So first, for understanding gap filling, it is very important that we are aware about all the important topics, all the important concepts of English. And for that we again require a lot of practice. So if you have not registered at our portal, then do register at abhyasonline.in so that you can attempt the sample papers from there, and also you can excel in your exams, because when you attempt the paper, we evaluate it, and as a result we generate a proper analytical report where we present to you your strong and weak concepts, so that you can improvise more on your weak concepts and convert them into your strong concepts as well, as that is the key to success. So in order to succeed and in order to score good in your exams, I suggest you to keep learning and keep practicing, and also attempt the sample papers as well.